Good morning, everyone. I'm Jen Houston, owner of the Artsy Fartsy Gallery. I'm a full-time independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in Canmore, Alberta, Canada. It is super, super sunny outside here today. I probably have even though I have my blinds down, it's still pretty bright here. But I'm happy with that, and I'm not complaining. Let's just put it that way. So when you pop on, say hello, tell me where you're from. Do you like paper crafting? Are you a quilter? Are you a painter? What's your choice of creativity, if you will? And if it's not card making, if you've never been here before, welcome. I'm going to be doing some fun, easy layouts for us today. It's another kind of one sheet wonder idea, which means that you can get a whole lot of cards out of one piece of 12 by 12 designer series paper, just by the way you cut it. Hello, Melissa. Good morning. So just like Melissa, say hello. You can chit chat amongst yourselves. When you see something you absolutely love, make sure you give lots of hearts. And if you like this video, share it with your friends. All right, so moving on. Oh, before I even get there, let's show off some beautiful happy mail that I have received. This one. Look at this. This is absolutely stunning. I love it. I never did get this wreath die, but man, Gina did an amazing job for this Christmas card, and I love the colors that she chose. She said, I'm sick of red and green. I see that I'm getting a little notice here. We just switch this so that it's not lagging so bad. Hopefully that will help. All right, so non-traditional colors for Christmas. She used the beautiful shimmery paper there, and white and gray and pink. And then look at this pink shimmer paper as well. Gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. I love it. And then look how she stamped on the inside. I thought that was neat. So great idea. Thank you so much, Gina. You are uber talented. I always love your encouraging words. So thank you so much, Gina. It's beautiful. Hello, everybody. Julie and Linda, good morning. Popping on. It's good to see you all. Another card I received was from, let me check, this is from Derek and Lori in Manitoba. She's part of my team. And look at that, champagne foil. Oh, the champagne foil is retiring. So if you love this kind of light, a little pinky foil, you need to grab that. It's beautiful. And she used that, oh dear, what's it called? Evergreen embossing folder. I think it looks absolutely gorgeous. And I missed this little thread. Stampin' Up! Got rid of it, or they retired. It retired. And I guess things are allowed to retire just like people, right? But it just adds a little something behind your greetings. I think it's so pretty. So thank you so much, Lori. It's gorgeous. Hello, everybody that's popped on. Eunice, Minnie, Kathy, Lois. Hello, hello. Good to see you this morning. So thanks, Lori. And this one was from Jill. And there again, see, look how this champagne foil, it also matches so nicely with the purple. I would never think of making a purple Christmas card, but I absolutely love it. I think it's so neat. And there again with that folder, oh, just stunning. Love it. So, and she even, added the little champagne foil trees on the inside. So that's so neat. Hi, Lena. Good morning. So beautiful, beautiful. Great idea. Thank you so much. And then I got a card from Bev. I think this is so pretty. She's on my team, and I sometimes send my team members some little pieces of designer series paper to play around with the pattern paper. And so she made a card from that, the pieces of paper that I had sent her, and she sent it back to me. So, and look at how she made it. Oh, I forget what that set is with all the beautiful leaves. I think it's so pretty how she kind of did the like outline on the outside there, just to make it show up just a little bit, just a hint, right? Beautiful. Thank you so much, Bev. Thanks for thinking of me. Hello. Let's see, Darcy and Lori. Lori, I just showed your Christmas card. Thank you so much. It was great. All right, moving on. Let's see. If any of these items that I play around with today interest you, you are always welcome to go online shopping or email me or message me with things with your wish list. And that little code in the corner is my host code. So if you could use that when you place an online order under $200, that is helpful for me. And that allows me to send my customers little gifts in the mail. Always like it. All right. So continuing on with this fine art floral DSP, we're hanging in there. And there's still more ideas. I have one more idea for us again tomorrow on how to use this beautiful paper in kind of a one sheet wonder way. So love it, love all the colors that it coordinates with. And I will show you that I actually think Rococo Rose works really good with this as well. So I'll show you that later on, which Rococo Rose is retiring. So I'm trying to get it all in last minute, I guess. And then, of course, Happy Thoughts is our stamp set that we're playing around with as well. Beautiful sentiments, and I love how it kind of has one that you can put on the outside of the card and one that goes with the inside of the card. And they coordinate so well. So, love that. That was a Jackie Bullhouse. I don't know, I forget how to say her name. She was $1 million sales earner, and so what you get to do is you get to design your own stamp set. And so she created lots of neat sentiments to go on our cards, which I love. And then once again, we used this yesterday, but this is the Everyday Label Punch. It is, oh goodness, yeah, hello. It is continuing on, so if you love this, you'll see lots of it next season. So this is a great punch to have in your arsenal. All right, let's get rolling here. Our first card, I'm going to use pumpkin pie for my card base, 8.5 by 5.5, folded in half. And then I've got a piece of our designer series paper. Oh, I hate those decisions where you have to choose, but remember how yesterday I was absolutely in love with this orange, and I love these little sweeps of pink in there, which just makes it so beautiful. Morning, Cindy. And so I want to use that as a background. So this is the typical next layer, which is 4 by 5.25. Yes, 5.25. And then I have little pieces of scraps that, you know, when you cut 4 by 4 on your 12 by 12, and then you cut across 5.25, 5.25, you have the little strips down at the bottom and whatnot. So if you can cut this down, these are pieces that are measuring 2, so 2 by 1 3/4. So even if they don't match per se, it doesn't really matter. They don't have to be, you know, a tight square coordinating, but nah. Just get your scraps, 2 by 1 3/4, make 4 of them, and away you go. Okay, so this is how we're gonna work this. Let's go, I don't know if we should go this direction, or I think we're gonna go this direction. We'll go landscape, yes, landscape. All right, let's start putting our snail on. I'm going to show you how easy this really is. It's pretty incredible. So I'm just lining this up kind of down along the bottom here, just trying to get even on this side and this side. Let's go in with, I don't know, it doesn't really matter. Then I'm going to also put one up here. And if you're, you know, you like to have perfection, you feel free to get out your ruler and measure. Use your grid paper if you need, just to kind of line things up. But I'm just kind of you know what? It's handmade. If it's a little crooked, I'm not going to cry about it. It's the sentiment and the, you know, the thought that counts. Nobody cares if it's a little crooked. They're just thrilled that you thought about them. Hi, Ross. Good morning. And this last one. So we're just putting the 4 pieces down like so. And I've kind of off-centered them. So putting them more on the right side as opposed to the left. Really, you could put them in the middle, as I think maybe we'll try next. Well, we'll see. But you could totally put them in the middle, right? And then remember yesterday I had the inside layers that we punched these everyday label shapes out of. And so I'm using those again because we had extras. So this is the terracotta tile color. And let's go, I think I want to thank you. We didn't really use a whole lot of thank you yesterday. And I always need thank yous. Now I'm wondering about color for this. Ooh, we could, oh, do you want to do gold embossing? Let's do gold embossing. It just goes so beautifully with this set, the gold. I love it. And it's gold embossing. If you love the gold embossing or just certain colors, grab them. Hi, Norma Jean, because they are retiring as individual pieces. They're going to come back in the new catalog as collections. So you have to get a pack of 3 different colors. All right, so if you love the gold, love the white, those 2 I tend to use the most. Snag more of those now. All right, so I've used Versamark, which is a very, very sticky ink that helps us helps our embossing powder to stick. So I just pour this on here. You can get little tweezers or what have you. Just give it a little tap, and I see I've got a little boop up here. So I like to have a handy little paintbrush just to knock those off, because if you keep it there, it's gonna stay there. It's there for good. And a chance for an embellishment. All right, let's heat this up with the heat tool and watch it melt. Okay, oh, I like it. And our last kind of step here is just to add this to the center like so. I feel like I should move this down a little because I work down below, don't I? Okay, let's get our dimensionals and put some on. Let's attach this to our card base first, because it gets a little tricky with our stamp and seal if it's a bumpy. So we'll glue this down first. Nice. I'm not normally an orange fan, but this just screamed orange. And I really like this for some reason. I don't know. Probably that little hit of pink in it. Just something a little bit different. Hi, Amy. Okay. And if you're watching in the replay, hello to you too. I know lots of people, including my mama. She's been watching my videos. She is not a card maker. She's very creative. She's just not, I don't know if she would have any, well, she has different things that she's really good at. Like, for instance, she made this beautiful, like, bag out of grocery bags. Like, so she crocheted up a whole bunch of strips cut from plastic shopping bags, and she's got stripes, so all different colors of bags that she collected and things, and oh, we love it. And Kevin actually got it out the other day, and he was like, I want to use this for my knitting bag. So I'm like, all right, that works, because he was going to contact my mom and ask if she could make another one for his knitting projects, but I'm like, no, just use this one. All right, I love these Gilded Gems, which are gold. So let's pop this on. I think it will look really nice with that gold embossing there. So there's the largest size, and then let's go with the medium, and the smallest. Looks like I need another pack. There we go. Isn't that pretty? Just simple, elegant. You could totally add ribbon or something behind the label, but really on its own it's just pretty. It's using up those scraps. Simple, simple. Love it. And you know, if you don't have designer series paper that coordinates, then just use cardstock. All right, so here's another idea. So this again is, let's try this as just cardstock. So we've got Mary Merlot as our background color. I've got Rococo Rose. And here, I don't know if you can tell, let's see if I can, but I embossed the paper with the tin tile embossing folder, which is beautiful. You can probably see it better. See it? Isn't that gorgeous? Oh, and it's retiring. Ah! But you could totally run this sheet through with some kind of embossing folder as well, right? Just to add some little extra. Okay, let's just get all these coordinated together. This time, let's make it a portrait card. So since this is bumpy, I want to use some liquid glue just to make sure it sticks well and gets in all the little crevices. So once again, these strips are just 2 by 1 3/4, and you need 4 of them. Now, if you already have pieces of paper cut into 4 by 5 1/4, basically you get 6. So 6 squares. So you can have one for your envelope maybe, or you could cut it on the diagonal and have like one in your card insert, some on your envelope. Oh, multiple choices, lots of choices. You could just have 2, a card with just 2. Why not, right? Okay. So even though they don't mention that Rococo Rose is a coordinating color, I kind of feel like it could be. So if you have this paper and you haven't thought of this, maybe give it a try. Now, for some reason, this one looks a little fatter than the other. Or maybe this is a smaller one. Maybe that's what that is. I don't know. It doesn't matter. It'll all work together once we get our label. Nobody's going to go, ooh, right? Right? Okay, let's do another thank you. I just need to, should we do another gold while we have all this stuff out? Sure, why not? Let's do it. Let's give a thank you, and this is Petal Pink from yesterday's cards that I punched out. Punches are just so simple to use. Don't need any extra equipment. Just, and you're done. Even might even give you muscles. I don't know. Didn't I say that? Here's my workout for the day. So I'm just running this under. Give it a little puff. Now I've got quite a bit here. So I'm just gonna go around, making sure they get off, otherwise they're there for life. There. I do miss the embossing buddy, I must say. I have one, but just because I know that some of you don't, I don't want to torture you by showing you how amazing it is and then you can't buy it, so. There. But it sure worked amazing. So if you get stuck in a rut with things, one idea is to change the direction of the card. So like I said, change it from landscape to portrait, portrait to landscape. Why not, right? How do you feel about us doing, well, we could do some linen trim. This might be pretty. Maybe I'll do some of that. Let's do both the linen. Decisions. Let's do both the linen thread and the polka dot. Ooh, we could, you know how we did yesterday? Wait a minute, because we do have some blue in here. Oh, yes, let's do it. Let's do it. Okay, I'm going to cut equal amounts of this. These three. The only one that's not retiring is the denim, which I absolutely love. It goes so well with so many things, just like jeans, right? The linen trim is retiring, as is the polka dot. So if you love those as much as I do, grab some extras because they are done as of the end of May. Yikes. Or while supplies last too. So I don't know, I wouldn't chance it if I was you, but okay, let's go like that. I love the polka dot with that jean. And we can always fray this a little just to make it look a little bit more rustic. That's what the fun is about the linen trim. Just pull it apart and make it kind of tattered looking. Okay. And I was thinking about putting it underneath. We could put it on top. Ooh, what do you decide? What do you think? On top or underneath? Give me your opinion. Top, bottom. What do you think? I'm curious what you'll, while I'm waiting for you to vote, I'm going to attach this to the card base. Top or bottom? All right, we got a top, underneath, top, bottom. Oh boy. We need some tiebreakers. Okay, the next one gets it. Top it is. All right, top. Okay. Let's then, I'm almost wondering, maybe I should just let this be flat. I was thinking about popping it up, but I think, well, yeah, I think I'm going to lay it flat. All right, it's going on to those bumpy bits, so I'm going to use that liquid glue there. Just kind of in the center. Oh boy, decisions. Okay. Like so, I guess. Do we want to put it off to the side? Do we want it straight across? Do we want it on top? Top's kind of cute too. Maybe top. Okay, let me get my little glue dots here. They work so good. You just stick your ribbon to it. I do a few times just to make sure it's stuck. I'll just put it at the top of that little sentiment. Now, if you want, you can always stick, let's stick a little piece underneath the jean, just so that the rest can be floofy, but we'll just make sure those ones are down and not going to get pulled off. And also kind of make it have a little bump too, just by the way you place your glue dot. Okay, I want to chop this down a little bit because I don't want it hanging off, getting stuck in the envelope. Oh, my scissors. I say this every time. Oh, there's a good pair. I run out of time every day, and the last thing I want to do is, while they're cleaning, who wants to clean? Cleaning my scissors. Ugh. I need an assistant. That's what I need. Floofy. Okay, maybe this one's a little too long too. Pull that apart. Okay, let's add some fun kind of embellishments here. Ooh, we've got this, oh, what are these called? Elegant Gems. That might be pretty. Let's use those. I know it comes with white and clear, kind of the same sort of thing. All right, let's go with that. Bling under the sentiment. I missed it. All right, so there's another card idea. And do you really notice this big gap here? Now when you got all those other things on it? Not really. I mean, it just kind of directs your eye more to everything else that's going on as opposed to your little oops. Okay, the last one. I want to try something a little bit different. I'm going to do Whisper White or Basic White on Basic White. And then I've got this pattern. Gorgeous. And then I'm going to use a Petal Pink for our sentiment. However, let's make our own DSP, Designer Series paper, by using the sentiment. Okay, so I want to use this big piece. The little things you do so well and so often make a big difference to so many people. I just want to put this in just light. We'll use Petal Pink, I think. Poet didn't know it. Just want to see. Yeah, I'm going to stamp off. I just want it there, but not in your face. And it may not line up. Oh well, that's okay. Remember, it's just a little hidden something in the background. Some words are going to be cut off. Meh, doesn't matter. Just do a little one there and one more, and then we're golden. There. So it's just a little something, right? Okay, and then I'm going to end up putting that on there. Let's do this one in the center this time. Okay, so let's glue this on. I think I better lay it down kind of to see where I think it might go the best. Yeah, about there. Looks good. And that one. Go there. This side would have looked pretty too. Let's put the flower facing up. And let's go right there. Okay, and let's do our sentiment. Thank you. Let's do it again. Let's do our gold again. Why not? It's so pretty. So once again, let's just, do I have my tweezers? If you ever get, yes I do. old tweezers. This is something you can use, just kind of help you hold the paper with so you don't get all the powder all over your hands. Careful not to crimp it. Whoops. Okay, let's get my little brush out. And heat it up. I think on this one, let's ooh, the things you find in your drawer. These, remember these square doilies? I don't even know if we have them anymore. That's kind of pretty. Let's use it. Okay, so I'm just going to use a little bit of seal. Just in the middle. I know it's going to get squashed down by the label, but just to help hold it there. That's kind of pretty. And this Petal Peak Organdy striped ribbon. I know we put the ribbon on top the last time. Let's go put it on the underneath this time. And I'm just putting a knot in it. I mean, you don't have to. Just kind of makes them stick out a little more random as opposed to perfect. Yeah, like that. Okay, so let's trim this off just a tad because it's kind of going off the card. So I'll just glue that down there with my glue dots, which are right here. Running low. Try this a little bit. Come on. That one's okay. All right, let's pop this up with dimensionals right here. You know, because there's so many, that bump is so big, let's double up those dimensionals. I feel like it's kind of trying to curve around it, so nothing says we can't double them up. It'll just help prevent that little bump. That's better. Much better. Okay, oh, I love it. Very pretty. And let's glue this onto here. See, I should have glued this down before I got all fancy dancy with the sentiment, but it's working okay, so that's good. All right, so then of course in the inside of all these cards that we made today, I'm going to do the opposite, the large sentiment that goes with the thank you. So today is great because it's all about you, the great person you are and the great things you do. I think that could be a happy birthday. I think that could be a thank you. Say like the little things you do so well and so often make a big difference to so many people. I like that one. But could be for thank you and just wanted to send some happy thoughts your way. So that could be for the thinking of you, or even just using this as the sentiment as we did yesterday. Worked really well. So I'm going to end up stamping, I think, this the little things you do. on the inside of all of these cards, but how simple, how easy, just that little saying on the background just to help give it a little something. You love the third card? That's awesome. Yeah, so many different ideas, right? Simple, simple. Little razzle dazzle here. And this is very feminine and but how easy, right? Let's use up those scraps or let's take our 12 by 12 paper, cut it in such a way that you get so many different options from it. So thanks everyone for popping on today. Let me switch over this little guy. If buttons. If any of these items that I used today are of interest to you, especially those retiring items, you got to get those quick. If they're of interest to you, please contact me and I can help you get them. Or you can go shopping online at jenhouston.stampinup.net, and there's the little host code. Yeah, the third one's your favorite. Aw, yeah, it's very pretty. It's very feminine. It's very airy. It would make a nice wedding card, I think. I don't know. Yeah. So that's awesome. It's nice to see you all today. Tomorrow I have one more idea with all this beautiful designer series paper and this stamp set. By the way, this is kind of I wanted to mention a little bit of a piece from Karen Titus. Karen Titus cut her One Sheet Wonder paper in multiple ways and then had these little strips down the side, and she did the strips down the side kind of like this. So that's kind of where I got today's idea from. But if you were to just, you know, cut this at the 2-inch mark, then you'd have tons of these little squares that you could mix and match and make so many cards from. But just wanted to mention that. Anything else? Make sure you check out Lisa tonight. She's doing another one of the new in colors that are coming out. I just got my box. She's so lucky to live in the US. She can get like right now shipping. I ordered mine, of course, I think a donkey had to take it here. But I just got mine yesterday, so I get to start playing around with some of those things. Oh, I need your help. Here, let me question. I have a Stampin' Up! Workshop on the weekend, and we had a certain stamp set we had to use. A new stamp set, by the way. And so we have to do make and take kind of to do virtually. And so I made up these two different cards. I like them. I love this. But I don't know how to do the thank you. Any ideas? I tried with a little piece of like wood paper. I don't know. Is it okay, do you think, if I just leave it like that? It's just stamped on there like that? I don't know. It's very subtle. I don't know if I should just make a big long strip maybe of the crumb cake. I don't know. Or I could just show this one. It's not my favorite. This one's my favorite, but this one's very simple, that's for sure. And this uses that pattern that we did yesterday, so it gave me a great idea for this card. Or I could have just left it blank, I suppose, and just not had anything. Could be just, you could put the sentiment on the inside, I suppose. Just thought of that now after humming and hawing so long yesterday. Anyways, if you have any great ideas for how I should do the thank you, I'm stumped. White Heat Emboss. I was wondering about that, but I didn't know if it was going to clash with the, because these are very vanilla, and I antiqued them by rubbing the blending brushes over top with crumb cake. But I suppose I could, a small, very vanilla circle. Yeah. I can't use my stitched circle because it has to be current items from, you know, the new catalog. But that would have been my go-to, that's for sure. I'm going to try both of those ideas and I will show you tomorrow what I come up with. How about that? Great ideas, thank you. Small vanilla, or crumb cake, I suppose, yeah. Or even crumb cake with the white. Decisions. Anyways, I will play around with this and see what I come up with tomorrow. You'll see what I create. All right, everyone, have a great night, and we will talk again tomorrow. Bye, everyone.